Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, hold on to your hats because there's some serious buzz swirling around the NFC South, and it's got the Giants fans buzzing too. The latest whispers from NFL insiders suggest that the Giants are making a bold push to shake up their receiving core, and it involves a name that could really change the dynamic of their offense. Nico Collins from the Houston Texans. Yeah, you heard that right. There are reports coming from Dianna Russini herself that the Giants are offering a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a third-round pick in 2027 to land Collins. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a blockbuster trade, and it might just be. The Texans, after finishing 10-7 and making a playoff run in 2025, are taking a strategic approach to their cap space, and it looks like they're open to moving Collins, who could be a perfect fit for Big Blue. Sources close to the situation say the deal is almost sealed, although nothing's been officially confirmed yet. But if this move happens, it could be a game-changer for the Giants' offense. Collins is a tall, fast, and versatile wide receiver with the kind of profile that makes defenses think twice. He's a 2021 draft pick, and over his career so far, he's accumulated nearly 800 receiving yards and 32 touchdowns. His yards per reception sit at a solid 15. One which shows he's not just a deep threat, but also a reliable target across the middle. Last season, Collins put up some impressive numbers, 92 catches for 450 yards and 10 touchdowns. He averaged about 7.2 yards after catch per reception, and he was among the league's top 8 in that category. Plus, his expected points added per target, plus 0.39 EPA, indicate he's a high-impact receiver, capable of stretching the field and creating mismatches. What makes Collins so intriguing for the Giants is his profile. Standing 6'4" and running a 4.45 40-yard dash, he's got the size and speed to rival some of the league's best, like Mike Evans. His ability to stretch the field would add a new dimension to the Giants' offense, which has been increasingly reliant on quick passes and play action. With Daniel Jones at quarterback, having a big, athletic target like Collins could really open up the offense. Remember, the Giants have been building around their core, and adding a receiver like Collins could give them that extra edge they need to take the next step in their offensive evolution. Now, looking at the Texans' side of things, they're in a bit of a cap crunch. They have about $25 million in cap space for 2026, but with a contract extension looming for quarterback C.J. Stroud, which could hit around $50 million, Houston needs to be strategic. They're also considering other moves, like trading away some players to free up cap space, possibly focusing on their defensive line, where they have some needs, and aiming to reshape their roster for the future. While Collins doesn't come cheap, trading him now could net Houston some valuable draft capital and cap relief, especially since they're also trying to balance their future with the present. They're aware that Collins has had some injury issues. He missed time in 2025 with a calf injury after Week 5. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a true difference maker. For the Giants, acquiring Collins would be a major step forward. Currently, their receiving core includes guys like Darius Slayton and Jalin Hyatt, but adding a player of Collins' caliber would elevate the unit significantly. It's not just about depth. It's about adding a true playmaker who can win contested catches, create mismatches, and help Daniel Jones elevate his game. We've seen how important a reliable, high-impact receiver can be in today's NFL, especially when teams are looking to exploit defenses with big plays and quick strikes. Collins' profile suggests he's exactly that kind of weapon, and his numbers in 2025 show he can produce at a high level, even amid some injury setbacks. Now let's talk about what this could mean for the Giants' offense and their Super Bowl aspirations. If Collins joins the squad, he would complement players like Jackson Neighbor and others, creating a formidable receiving duo that defenses would struggle to handle. His presence would allow the Giants to run more play action, benefiting the entire offense, especially the run game and the tight ends. Plus Collins' ability to win contested catches. He's got a 55% win rate against top cornerbacks like Marshawn Lattimore, would give Daniel Jones a reliable target in tight spots, especially in crucial third down situations. This move could also serve as a massive boost to their playoff chances. The Giants have been trending upward, but to truly contend and make a deep playoff run, they need that extra spark. The addition of Collins could push their odds of winning the Super Bowl from plus 15-0 to a much more realistic plus 5-0, turning them into a serious dark horse. His ability to win contested catches in clutch moments, combined with his deep threat capability, makes him a true X-factor in the postseason. Historically, players like Odell Beckham Jr. and Sterling Shepard have been instrumental in the Giants' playoff runs, and Collins could bring that same energy, especially given his knack for making big plays under pressure. Of course, the Giants' front office will need to weigh the cost against the potential benefit. Giving up a first-round pick in 2026 is a significant investment, but if Collins can replicate or even surpass his 2025 numbers, it's more than worth it. The strategic move here is clear. Adding a player with Collins' upside could turn the Giants into a much more balanced and explosive team, capable of competing with the best in the NFC and beyond. The division is tough, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders all vying for supremacy, but the Giants are positioning themselves as serious contenders, and this trade could be that final piece they need. Looking at the broader picture, this move also echoes the Giants' historical tendency to make bold trades for game-changing players, reminiscent of the Odell Beckham Jr. trade back in 2014, or even the acquisition of Brandon Marshall in 2017. They're not afraid to swing for the fences when it comes to building a championship-caliber roster. With Collins, they're adding someone who could be their ultimate deep threat, someone who can stretch defenses and create the kind of mismatches that lead to big, game-changing plays. And let's not forget, the Giants have a rich history of rising from the ashes and surprising everyone. With a solid defense, a rising offense, and now potentially a star receiver like Collins, they could be on the verge of something special. The NFC East is always a battleground, but if this deal goes through, the Giants might just leapfrog some of their rivals and set their sights on a deep playoff run. It's a bold move, but one that could pay off big time, especially if Collins can stay healthy and continue to produce like he did in 2025. So fans, keep your eyes peeled because this story isn't over yet. The Giants are making moves, and it's clear they're serious about competing at the highest level. The potential addition of Nico Collins could be the spark that ignites their offense and propels them closer to that elusive Super Bowl title. As we await official confirmation, one thing is for sure. This offseason has been anything but boring, and the Giants are certainly making a statement. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, fans can expect the Giants to keep pushing, making smart moves, and trying to craft a roster capable of not just making the playoffs, but competing for a Super Bowl. The addition of a player like Collins could be the key piece that turns their aspirations into reality. The NFC is stacked, but with the right pieces, the Giants can be right there challenging for the crown. We've seen teams like the Eagles and 49ers build formidable rosters, and now with this potential trade, the Giants are positioning themselves to be right in the mix. The coaching staff, led by Brian Daboll, has shown they're not afraid to innovate and take risks to get the best out of their players. Bringing in a guy like Collins adds a new dimension to their offense, giving Daniel Jones another reliable target who can make things happen after the catch and when the play breaks down. His size and speed make him a matchup nightmare, and he's proven he can handle the pressure of the NFL spotlight. And for the fans, this is an exciting time. The offseason always brings questions, hopes, and a lot of speculation, but when your team is linked to a player with Collins' potential, it's hard not to get fired up. Imagine the scenes if this trade goes through, Collins donning the Giants' blue, running routes that terrorize defenses, and helping the team make a deep playoff push. It's the kind of move that could define the next era of Giants football, one where they're not just vying for a playoff spot, but fighting for championships. In conclusion, keep your eyes on this story because it's developing fast. The Giants are making a serious play for Nico Collins, and if it comes to fruition, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the offseason. This isn't just about adding a receiver. It's about reshaping the offense, energizing the fan base, and setting the stage for a potential Super Bowl run. The NFC East is a war zone, but the Giants are gearing up for battle, and with Collins, they might just have the weapon they need to come out on top. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.